Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and today I'm going to be putting together a desk. I don't think I've ever told my audience before, but I have never, in the last really 10 years, I've never sat at a desk. What I have is, it's almost like a tray table where I can put a laptop on it, and then I have another tray table to my left with a big screen. And I have never really liked but I sit in a chair that's more like a chair you would sit in your den. And I can pull the tray table to me. And I've always felt like that was the comfortable way. But I decided that I would get a simple desk and get an office chair that's more comfortable, that I can lean back in and that's got the back support and all of that. And so I did that, and I've got to put it together, the fun part today. And I'm going to rearrange my office just a little bit. Okay. So here we go. And then, of course, baseball has started. So baseball practice out the wazoo today. I've got 2 or 3 of them going on. Okay. This was from Sven Hendrich this morning. Breaking news, U.S. equity markets add another $350 billion in market cap in overnight futures trading for a total market valuation of $35 trillion, over 180% market cap versus GDP. Now, we all know that this is a joke that has been created from money printing. This is what I wanted you to zero in on. U.S. equity markets add another $350 billion in market cap in overnight futures. So in one night, they basically achieved the total, a little bit under the total market cap of all of cryptocurrencies. So if you want to feel optimistic about where we're going and how far we have to go, that is an interesting number to look at. Now, the markets themselves have been they've started to try to get green on us. We got XRP up a little bit. The ones I care about, Stellar's up a little bit. I'm seeing, let's see, what is VeChain? VeChain's up a little bit. Bitcoin is even up. Ethereum's up a good bit. So the market, you can see we've had a few days of consolidation here. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see things blasting off again here shortly. Okay. Saw this today from, this is the Crypto Narcissist, and I had to translate it. They're apparently in Japan or something. Ripple is a new trademark. You're applying for Ripple Impact and Ripple X. The former is related to the financial support and charity, so it's a Ripple for good relationship. The latter is the same as the application explanation of RippleNet, so I'm interested. Since it was applied after the recent pay ID, there may be another gorgeous move. Here's Ripple Impact, Ripple X, and RIPPLEX. Now, I was fooling around this morning, and the next thing I'm going to show you ties into this. I don't know if there's anything to it, but I thought it was pretty interesting. So, the next article is from DJ Peter Voss. Fidelity partners with Amazon on quantum computing. Tech Roundup. And this is the article, Fidelity partners with Amazon, Fidelity Investments is one of the first companies to say it's using Amazon Bracket, a fully managed Amazon Web Service offering that provides a development environment enabling customers to explore and design quantum algorithms. The Fidelity Center for Applied Technology partnered with Amazon's Quantum Solutions Lab to build a proof of concept for potential asset management use case, a hybrid quantum-to-quantum algorithm that mimics the behavior of a market index, according to Fidelity. Well, I had never heard of Amazon's Quantum Solutions Lab, so I decided I would go find their website. Amazon Quantum Solutions Lab, collaborate with experts to accelerate the development of quantum solutions. And I decided that I would just, for kicks, I wanted to go to their partner network and see who they were partnered with. And I decided I would type in Ripple just for fun, okay? And here's what came up. These companies all came up, right? But this came up. And I don't know why. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it means anything or if it doesn't mean anything. But I just thought it was kind of interesting that Ripple and then a line and then X shows up against the backdrop of that. So make of it what you will. I have no idea if that is significant in any way, but I just thought it was kind of cool. Okay, Bama Bird. Now, you have no idea. For those of you that don't know, I went to Auburn University and graduated in finance. So it pains me. It really, really hurts and pains me to have to show the tweets, something that a Bammer sent to me. But I'm going to overlook it this time. And a Bammer, for those of you that don't know, is an Alabama fan. And for those of you that don't know, in this part of the world, when it comes to football, there are two schools that hate each other worse than any schools on the planet Earth. And that is Auburn and Alabama. And this is real, folks. But Bama Bird sent me this, and so I'm going to give Bama Bird credit. This is from ISO 20022. SWIFT has signed a memorandum of understanding with CCB Fintech, outlining ways in which both parties can collaborate on localizing SWIFT community's expertise for the Chinese financial community in areas of the ISO thing, cross-border innovation and technology transformation. Okay, and then next, XRP Crypto Wolf. This is from some kind of Japanese article. By using R3 Corda in companies like SBI Holdings, it is possible to integrate disjointed systems and guarantee exchange of contracts and money with a blockchain. The structure built within the company and in the group can be expanded literally to the outside. Then there's this from XRP. Bart sent me this. Now, this is from Tim Draper yesterday. All right. Bitcoin, this is for those of you who says that the idea of nodes in outer space, that's all crazy talk. It's happening, folks. This is actually going on now. Okay. So this is Bitcoin. Tim Draper, by the way, is an investor in Space Chain. That's my understanding. Bitcoin transactions made in space. Space Chain announced the successful execution of the first multi-signature blockchain transaction in space, marking the completion of a significant milestone supported by the European Space Agency. Draper U alum Z Zhang, and I believe this is the guy that founded Space Chain. So I'm pretty sure Tim Draper is an investor in that. All right. Brian Melancholy XRP sent me this from this person. Let me see who this is. I will follow them. XRP so bullish. Look at this beautiful confirmation on Deloitte page. My hands are shaking as I type this validating info from Deloitte. By standardizing the security techniques and methodologies used by crypto systems around the globe, end users will be able to make educated decisions more easily about which products and services to use with which companies they wish to align. On the other hand, many cryptos like Bitcoin are not governed by a central control point or authority. Standardizing on security will be a challenging process. Standard approaches to a secure environment will come from the cryptos that adopt permissioned ledger mechanisms such as Ripple, XRP. In permission ledger environments, whilst read permissions may be public or restricted to an arbitrary extent, write permissions are kept centralized to one organization. As such, standardizing on security is more achievable. All right. And then Crypto D sent me this. I don't think I've ever seen this video, but in this is Corey Johnson, who used to be the spokesman for Ripple. He is giving someone a tour of the office, and I just don't remember this, so I thought I'd show it to you. He tells you how the symbol for Ripple, their logo, what it means. Watch this.
Operation, we're really trying to focus on.
Well, I think I've lost my mic. Okay, I think I lost my mic there for a minute. Let's see if this works.
We're really trying to focus on the places where we can provide help with our software. And it's a fun place to work, and we're trying to make sure it's a fun place to work because we want to bring the best and the brightest. This is kind of trippy. The golden ratio, all right? So it's symbolized by phi, this Greek symbol. But the golden ratio it's a math. A plus B over B, when it equals A over B is what? Well, it's about 1.61809897. If you pull out those geometric differences in those circles, you end up with these Fibonacci sequences. Organized a different way, you start to see network structure where you've got hubs and you've got less important hubs in a network. And so out of that, we create a logo called the Triskelion, which is our Ripple logo. But it really does come out of that mathematical principle of the golden ratio.
All right, so I just thought that was interesting. I want to show it to you. Michelle Vandenberg sent me this. Folks, this is the IMF, and you'll see one reference to XRP and one that could be a reference to XRP. I want you to watch this. Now listen, my son might need to draw you an IMF picture, folks. I don't know at what point, those of you that are listening to me, at what point you realize that everything is about to change, and the IMF is involved in it too. You just got to watch. You can't make this stuff up. And I may talk a little bit through it because I don't know if this music is a copyright
When you buy
thing.
or sell things, the payment is usually processed by a bank or credit card company. Problem number one, the companies often take a cut of the transaction. Two, we have to trust these companies to protect our sensitive data from hackers. Three, most international payments take a long time and are expensive. To solve these problems, we could use a special currency that is secure and based on the science of cryptography, which is a way of protecting information using mathematics. This special type of currency is called a cryptocurrency and only exists in computer networks. When you send someone this special currency, the money goes directly to them, removing the middleman.
Exactly.
And at the same time, the transaction is broadcast to the entire network and recorded in a permanent way.
There's XRP right there, third one.
To fool the system. Costs of making payments are lower. Transactions are faster, especially across countries.
Let me show you something here. This money looks like it's moving in lower orbit. It doesn't look like it's moving on the planet Earth, just as a by the way.
And even those people around the globe who don't have bank accounts can buy or sell goods and participate in the global economy. However, there are some risks. The transactions in most cryptocurrencies are anonymous. Some cryptocurrencies can even be untraceable. This can make it easier for the bad guys to make payments without being noticed. If you lose your password, you could lose all your money. At the moment, cryptocurrencies are highly volatile.
At the moment.
They can't process large amounts of transactions quickly yet, and they're not even widely accepted. But if we can counter the risks, then this new technology, or some variation of it, can completely change the way we sell, buy, save, invest, and pay our bills. And who knows, this could be the next step in the evolution of money.
Look at that. That looks a lot like an X right there. I think you're seeing what is about to happen, folks. I think they're making it pretty clear to you. From XRP Yo-Yo says this: GPI R3 XRP is proven and is fast becoming ubiquitous. By 2020, it will be. Between now and then, we'll continue to build on it, completing the first step in the payments revolution. Now, I think this is an older document. I couldn't find a date on here, but that's not the point. There's 2 points I want to make. The first is, let's go down and see if we can find where it references. I tried playing these videos because I wanted to play one for you, but I couldn't get them to play. Let's go down to, I think there's a part down here where it mentions R3, or it's somewhere right in here. See if we can find it. Let's see. There we go. Banks and corporates are specialized platforms acting on their behalf and will soon be able to initiate swift cross-border payments through simple API calls right at the point of trade, pending the success of proof of concept with the R3 trade platform. We'll also soon be enabling GPI payments on DLT-based trade platforms. Remember, R3 Corda Settler, their Corda Settler works with XRP. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that part, but I also wanted to show you this. Well, first thing, I don't know, I couldn't find it, but many of you probably will remember. I think it's this exact picture that was used with several Ripple Insights articles. I think it was Ripple Insights where I saw this, but I've seen this picture several times before, and I think it was on Ripple Insights, and I think that is significant. The other thing is this. Look up here at the picture at the top. What does this look like to you? It looks like what I've been showing you for the last 3 or 4 days. Down there, you see these little lights that they're very obviously on the Earth's surface, but these come up into what looks like lower orbit. And they say the future of payments, instant, accessible, ubiquitous. Our bold vision for the future of payments and the path to get there. But these look three-dimensional. They look like they go up to satellites, right? Just like Ripple's website. Now, you're telling me that Swift is going to use the same type imagery as that Swift's going to use that same type imagery that XRP, that Ripple uses for XRP on their website. And it's literally, it intentionally, in my opinion, is a three-dimensional drawing. If you look at this, this is the Earth's surface, but it goes up to these, what do you want to call them? Low orbit satellites. And then you got this from the IMF website. This is the IMF. So you got Swift, Ripple, and the IMF literally using the same graphics. He's holding the globe in his hand, but these go out. I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up if you wanted to. And that's because it's not made up. It's real. By the way, I'm about to tell you I'm the digital asset investor and I'm not an investment advisor. But after I say that, you're going to see a creation of mine I just created. It's a short 1-minute video, and I think you're going to like it. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family that the digital asset investor has created his own little cartoon commercial. Thank you for listening.
Every day, billions of people around the world are mocked, ridiculed, laughed at, and embarrassed by their friends, family, and even strangers. These people go through their days knowing there are secrets being kept from them. They hear the faint whispers behind closed doors. The information and knowledge is held very close and only shared with others who were fortunate enough to find out. Feeling lost, rejected, and ostracized, these people give up, never finding out what digital assets the digital asset investor holds. But there is hope. Join the free Digital Asset Investor email newsletter and find out what digital assets he owns each month, including investments he's considering. Click the link in the description of this video or go to digitalassetinvestornewsletter.com. Put an end to your days of gloom and depression. Join the greatest free digital asset email newsletter ever created.